My name is Owsekun Elijah, and I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, so Mr. Owsekun, what has made you to contact Oga Journalist for a story?
Thank you, sir. I was scammed for the total of 9,850,000 naira for Qatar work visa, sir.
Okay, so who are you accusing of scamming you, and how did you meet that person?
His name is Mr. Temitope Emmanuel. The name of his company is Big Waves Investment Limited. I met him around June 2024 in Doha, Qatar, because I went to Doha, Qatar for tourism. I did the visa. I got the visa through Aya app. When I got to Qatar, I explored Qatar. I was preparing to come back home, so I needed to get some things for my family. I told the Uber driver that has been taking me around to take me to the bank that I want to exchange money. He took me to the bank, but the bank does not accept Naira in exchange for Qatar Riyal. So the Uber driver called an old friend of his who is actually a Nigerian. When he contacted the person said he's no longer in Qatar, that is in Australia, but he has like a brother in Qatar that he can give his contact to. So the Mr. Emmanuel gave us the person in Qatar's number, who happens to be the Mr. Temitope Emmanuel. When we contacted him, he gave us his house address, and the Uber driver drove us down to the place. When we got there, I spoke with him and I told him I needed some Riyal. He said how much? He said I'm changing 400,000 Naira to Qatar Riyal. He checked the rate online and he gave me the Riyal, and I transferred money to him. That was when I asked him, I said, sorry, sir, how are you being able to live in Qatar? And how many years have you used in Qatar? He said he has used around 5 years in Qatar. And I said, wow, how can I also do it? He said he's a travel agent that can help me do it if I am ready. That when I might go, I told him I'm going back tomorrow. So we exchanged contacts. The following day, I took my flight down to Lagos, Nigeria. On getting there the next day, he texted me and asked me how was my flight. I told him it was fine. So I told him I'm going to get back to him about the work visa, that I need to speak to my family first about it. So after I spoke with my wife about it, and we decided that, okay, let us go into it. And I asked him the amount. He said it was 15,000 Riyal, approximately 6 million naira. And I told him I don't have the money now with that, but I have something I can sell to get the money if you can guarantee me about the visa. He told me he's guaranteeing me 100% that I'll get the visa. And the visa does not take much time. It only takes 3 days approximately. And I said, wow, this thing is okay, then I'll go for it. And I spoke to my wife. My wife said, let us sell our Sienna. I have a Sienna 2011 that I'm using for my music business. I go about with it with my band boys. And I just decided to put the car up for sale. The car is worth 10 million. But because I need to sell the vehicle quickly, I had to sell the car at the rate of 6 million naira. Before I sold the car, I showed him the picture of my car. I said, this is what I'm selling. So please, I don't have anything. I just want to come and survive in that place and make a living for my family. And he said, no problem, that is guaranteeing me that I should proceed with whatever I want to do. After I sold it, I told him, I've sold it to take. I collected the whole 6 million naira from the person, which I sent 3 million naira. I used the remaining 3 million naira to get myself ready.
So if I may ask, this was which period?
We started October 2024. Okay, he said, okay, no problem. That after the visa is being processed, that I'm going to make my balance before he gives me the visa. I said, no problem. So far, you are genuine. So after like a week, he didn't get back to me. And that person, I said, what is going on? He said he's trying to get a perfect job for me that won't stress me out. I said, okay, thank you, no problem. When I started pestering him, he now sent something to me that they call ready to print. That ready to print, for people that know about Qatar visa, they will send that ready to print for you to go and check it on a site called N9.8m, something like that. So when he gave me, the stuff has a visa number on it, and it's going to be written ready to print. That says your visa has been approved. You just have to pay for it to be printed. So when he gave me that stuff, I made my research online, and I went to check that there is a site you can use to check if your Qatar visa is valid or not, which I used to check my Aya visa before. Okay. And I added that visa number to the site. I saw that the visa number is valid. And on that same site, I saw where I can add my passport number. I said, oh, let me Google add my passport number to see maybe this thing is valid. When I added my passport number, it was not showing me the visa that I have used before, which was the Aya visa that I used as tourist. When I saw it, and I screenshot that and I sent it to him, I said, Mr. Tokbel, don't be offended though. Me, I'm a kind of person that asks a lot of questions. I said, why is this thing not showing the new visa number that you just did for me? He said, no, it cannot show until when I pay my balance. But what you told me earlier was that my visa isn't ready to print, that it shows that your visa has been approved, that I just need to pay my balance so that I can print it. But why is it now showing another thing for me here, showing my old visa? I said, I'm not convinced enough. I need to ask questions. I started meeting people on TikTok that are in Qatar. I started asking them. They were not like, once he has done it and he has already applied my passport number to the website, that my old visa is not going to be showing on the website. It's supposed to be showing the new visa number that he just did, if truly he did it. I confronted him with this statement that people told me, with even a series of voice notes. He was just manipulating me that no, These people don't know anything. So he said a lot of things that convinced me. Okay, I said no problem. But during that period, sir, there is always a validity date on that ready to print, which is always 3 months. So getting to the close of the end of that date, and I messaged him, I said, now that I don't have this money now, that what if this thing expire? He said, it's done with that too. I said, will I leave 3 million naira? I'm rushing, I'm trying to get the money. Okay, I should try and get it. Funny enough, the next 2 days, it got expired. And I texted him, I said, what are we going to do now? He said, he wants to contact the sponsor first. Maybe there is something the sponsor can do, because I told him, I said, I already have the balance now. And I said, okay. He now contacted the sponsor, maybe or maybe not, I don't know. He now contacted me about after 30 or 1 hour, 30 minutes. He said, the sponsor said he's going to give me 2 weeks to make the payment. Now, if I'm able to make the payment within 2 weeks, that is going to print out the visa for me. And
that is the payment of the balance of 3 million naira.
Yes, sir. Immediately, I transferred 1 million naira to him. Before the end of the 2 weeks, I made sure I paid the whole 3 million naira.
What motivated you to make the payment of the balance of 3 million naira when you actually did an investigation and you got facts that actually made you to understand that what that person processed for you happens to be fake?
What really pushed me was that, one, there are so many voice notes sent to me. The series of voice notes sent to me were so genuine that anybody would believe that this person is actually doing the right thing. He sent me some screenshot of chats that's the sponsor's chat, that the sponsor is saying is going to send me some voice note that the sponsor said is going to cancel the visa. So I was a little bit convinced that I guess this person is actually genuine. So he now said something that he's not going to be responsible if the visa got expired, that I'm the one responsible for it, and there's not going to be a refund if the visa expired. I was not saying like the visa that is not in my name. Said I should just pay my balance first. Then if I did not get my visa, then I can take the matter up to anywhere I want to take it to. Why am I doing like this? That I started something with good faith. Why am I now having a bad mind against him when I already started with good faith? So those things he said motivated me, like, okay, I think I can trust this guy. Then I made the remaining balance to him. But after I made that balance, after like a week, he now sent me another ready to print again with another visa number entirely. And I asked him that what is going on? Why do we have to send another one to me? He said the sponsor said he could not retrieve the one that was already expired. I said, despite the fact that I know that this thing is not mine, and I believe that you are going to do the right thing with the balance, you see, did this one. Okay, I said no problem. And I went to that MY again, sir, to check this new one he sent to me. I still got the same thing. I'm still seeing the old higher visa that I used around that June. I started swearing for him that you have scammed me. You need to refund my money back. Said I'm the one at fault that I didn't quickly make my payments. I was doubting him. So this thing got expired. Along the line, my mom was with me when I was having that argument with him on phone. My mom took the phone from me and I spoke to him. Like, Mr. Man, what is going on? He now calmly explained to my mom that I was the one at fault. I didn't quickly pay him. My mom was like, but this guy explained to you that there was no money during that period. But you told him that after these 2 weeks that he's going to get this thing. So he now collected my mom's number. He was chatting with my mom on WhatsApp. They were talking on WhatsApp. All these calls and all this voice note was on WhatsApp. We are now having this conversation. My mom, he now literally convinced my mom too that the sponsor is asking for that old 3 million naira that got expired. I told my mom, lie, where I won't get the money.
Are you saying this?
Nigeria.
He said the sponsor was demanding for another 3 million naira aside from the 6 million naira that you had paid him.
Yes, sir. He said the sponsor said the first one that has expired is a debt on his own head. That I need to pay another 3 million naira so that I can get my visa.
Don't tell me you paid that money.
I literally paid it too, because I got my church pastor involved in it. My mom got involved in it also. So they started speaking with him. So when my pastor and my mom contacted him that what is going on, he said I was one at fault that I allowed the first and the second one got expired, so on and so. Okay. Then I said, okay, now what is the solution? He said I'm to pay another 3 million naira. My pastor now asked him that, okay, we will get the 3 million naira, but what is the assurance that you won't do the same thing again? He said no, that after this 3 million, there is no any other payment that I'm getting my straight off visa, and I should just go and get prepared for my ticket and all. Okay, no problem. My pastor borrowed money, my mom borrowed money, I also borrowed money from some loan app, and we sold some things also. I have a Ford Edge. I sold the Ford Edge to add to the money. I sold the Ford Edge at the rate of I think 2 million naira, making 2 cars that I sold because of this traveling stuff. I used 500,000 naira for some miscellaneous inside my house, and I added 1.5 million naira, while my mom and my pastor loaned 1.5 million from some people and some all these Elijah Owsekun, this thing. We contributed, the 3 million got completed, and I called him, okay, the money is ready. During this period, me and him was not talking because we had a serious fight on WhatsApp. He was only contacting my mom and my pastor.
Okay.
After he assured my pastor and my mom that I'm not making any other payments again, apart from the last 3 million naira to make the money 9 million. So my pastor asked me, okay, I can send the money to him. I sent the 3 million naira to him. He acknowledged that he has gotten the money. So when he got the money, after 2 days, on a Monday, he now sent me another ready to print. I went online, to check the ready to print. This one came out with my names and everything. I was like, thank God, though, you don't see genuine. And I asked him, sir, sorry, yo, don't be offended. Why is it that the first and the second one that you sent to me did not come with my name? Along the line, sir, I just remembered something. When he sent me the second one, when we were having an argument, I went to check that second ready to print on the MY site. I saw that on the status of the visa, it has shown that somebody has used the visa to fly out of the country to Qatar. And I asked him, I said, why is this thing showing transfer to resident? It means somebody is using the visa already. He said, since I did not make the payment, that the sponsor has transferred the visa to another person. I said, even if I'm daft, there is no way you can transfer visa number to anybody. Is either you cancel it and apply for another one. You can't have the same application number with two people. It's not possible.
But the question I will now ask you is that when you are observing all this, you are hearing somebody giving you statements that you know that this is pure lie. What still motivated you to keep paying this person? Because it would have been a different case if you did not see any red flags. You have been seeing red flags and you kept paying this person money. Yeah. Why?
Yeah, well, I would say our country's economy is part of it because I was desperate to leave the country. I won't lie, sir.
You can't tell me you are desperate to leave the country. Because when you started your narration, you said you traveled to Qatar on a air visa to go and explore the country. So you can't tell me it's out of desperation.
Yes, sir. He was the only agent that I've seen that said he knows about Qatar. Even the people that are there that I contacted said they don't really know much people that does Qatar visa. That most of them is agent upon it. Like just like this, our house agents. You see, you think this is the real agent, whereas it's not the real one. He has another person. So that's why let me just put one mind. And there are so many manipulating messages he sent to me.
Let us move forward. After you've paid the 3 million naira to make it 9 million naira. So yes, what transpired?
Yes, sir. When I asked him about the old ones, he was like, I shouldn't worry since I've gotten the confirmation that I wanted and everything. I said, okay, no problem. Thank God. That when should I be expecting him to print? He said by tomorrow, which is the next day, that I should be able to get my visa, that he's going to print it out. That the sponsor is going to print it. I said, thank God. I was already preparing himself. I was already I already told my pastor and my mom. They were already finding means to borrow money for my flight ticket and my accommodation over there. To cut the long story short, after 3 days, he now called me. He said he cannot call my mom that because he has already promised her that there's no money we are paying again. And I said, so what is now the problem now? He said the sponsor is asking for 2,000 riyal. Approximately 900,000 naira. He said the money is for salary certificate and QID.
But you are supposed to do your QID when you get to the country.
Thank you, sir. When I now went online, I asked ChatGPT about this thing. ChatGPT said they have to see me physically before they can do all this thing. And I contacted him. I said, come, this salary certificate you are talking about, the people that are there that are working said they don't pay for salary certificate. That the person that gave me the work visa is meant to provide that for me. He said, these people, I'm always asking this question. It was not like, even if they are here, should be somebody that help them to do their own too. I said, me, I don't have the money now that I paid over 9 million naira. So me that I paid 9 million naira, tell the sponsor to do it. You print out the visa that I'll give him the money when I get to Qatar. It was not like, no, it cannot work like that. The sponsor will not agree. I said, okay then, talk to my mom. They couldn't call my mom. I had to call my mom myself. I explained to my mom. My mom said, go possible. And I explained to my pastor. My pastor now called me. I told him that, sir, chef, you said there's no any other payments. He was now begging them that he also thought there's no any other payment. People were like, it's a lie. This boy is lying. That he already knows that if you print out the visa, he does not have any money to collect from me again. But since I already checked that the stuff is genuine already, the one he did last, and I've confirmed, I was not like, okay, the money that was borrowed already for me to use as my flight ticket, and I paid 400,000 naira. That okay, take half of it, do this thing. When you print it out for me, then I'll pay the balance. It was like, it doesn't work like that. I should pay my full payment. I cannot be waiting and start pushing me up and down. I said, okay, no problem. I transferred the remaining 450 to him. All this is happening around September 2025, making 800,000. I said, oh yeah, do this thing. I said, 100,000 is a token change. He said, why am I not? Okay, I'm not transfer 50,000. I said, I hold on to this 50,000 until you finish this thing. I gave him the money on a Tuesday. All of a sudden, he went offline after I paid the money. And I came back online on Saturday. I was not like, wait, I've been trying to contact you. That was when I get hold of his wife's number from his Instagram page. I contacted the wife that what is going on. I've been texting your husband. Your husband is helping me to process at our work visa. She was not like, she also has been trying to contact him. That she's unable to contact him. That it seems there's no network where he is. So when he was able to contact me later, around Saturday, he said I should not be offended that he was on transit to Tanzania. That they had an election crisis there in Tanzania. So there was no network or so. I said, okay, hope you are safe. My mom still went to the mountain to start praying for him that God should make him come back home safely, come back to Qatar safely. Whereas all this thing was just a lie. was in Qatar all along. So to cut the long story short, I was not asking him that, oh yeah, now since I paid the money, what was the next thing? It was just beating around the bush. I said, give me the main point. What is the problem exactly? He now said the sponsor is asking for another 6 million again, that he has cancelled the visa. I said, cancel what? It's none of my business. The time frame you people gave me, I have paid the 900,000, but I'm left with 50,000 to give you people. But I've paid. He said I shouldn't worry, that he's going to get out the visa for me. I said, no problem. Let me go and be preparing there. Again, I started texting him, what is going on? He said I should just hold on. He sent me a kind of letter that is written in Arabic that he wants to cancel the visa that is under my name. He said the sponsor is unable to reach out to him during the period that I paid him. I said, that is your own fault. It's not my fault. He said he knows that he's not blaming me for that. I said, so please get hold of the visa from so I can start coming before the year runs out. So it was like, I should just hold on. I held on since September 2025, sir, to November. Around the middle of November, I said, I don't understand what is going on again. This visa is going to expire 21st of December and it's still under ready to print. What are you people doing? He said I should just hold on, that he's begging the sponsor to just go and print the stuff for me. I was like, okay, I'm waiting. Along the line, I was so getting pissed off. I told him, please, I'm not even going again. Just give me my money back.
So what was his response when you demanded for a refund?
He said I should please hold on, that I should not kill my dream of traveling. I said, okay, I will wait again. I waited till the end of November. That was when I got pissed off totally. I said, Mr. Man, please refund my money. And I said, he can only refund 2.8 million naira. I said, why? I said, because he has paid the sponsor or the old one I first paid. I said, so this one that I know that it is not my visa, that I see try and comply to this moment. You are telling me that you paid somebody. Have you used my money to pay debt? But along the line, sir, he made a call with my mom. When he was making that call with my mom, he exposed some things by himself. Maybe he forgot. The recording is still on our phone. It was like saying that he's paying back some debts, that he did a visa for somebody and the person's visa got cancelled when the person was in Qatar. So maybe he forgot that he said those things to my mom, which he sent through voice note. He was even crying on the phone that now I'm asking for the fund, that this is going to be like a debt to him. I'm not proceed with what you are doing. But me, I was standing on the fact that I wanted that refund back. He now said it's only 2.8 million he can refund. Rudely. I was like, why? I'm collecting the whole 9,850,000 naira. He said it's not possible. And I contacted somebody. The person said, just collect that 2.8 million naira from him first. Okay, and I told him, okay, please bring the 2.8 million naira first. Common 15 naira I did not send back to me. He was still telling me I shouldn't kill my dreams. I said, sir, the dreams has already been killed already. So along the line, the visa was still under ready to print. But later, and I went to check the visa, and I saw the visa has been cancelled by the sponsor. And I came back to him, I said, Mr. Man, just refund my money. This thing has been cancelled already. After 2 weeks of asking him, where is the refund? He said he's processing with the management. I said, which management? The management that I did not know when I was making payments is the management I want to refund. Just refund my money to me.
As it stands, how would you describe the actions of Mr. Temitope, the travel agent?
He's a scammer. He scammed me. Because he has blocked my number.
So what exactly do you want now?
I want to get my money back from him. All the penny I have paid him totally. Because people are already on my neck. The people I borrowed money from, they're already on my neck. I'm using loan to pay back loan.
So that's how much?
I'm paying 9,850,000 naira.
Hello, Mr. Temitope Emmanuel.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Deji Lambo, a journalist calling regarding a story that I'm working on. It's about Mr. Owsekun, Elijah, who said he paid you 9,850,000 naira to help him process a work visa to Qatar. So according to him, he said after he paid you provided him 2 fake ready-to-print visas, which he actually confirmed himself, and that afterwards there was one ready-to-print that he provided that even didn't materialize to the expected outcome. So now we want to hear from you. What happened from your end?
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Elijah came to Qatar. We met and he said he's interested in the Qatar work visa. I said, okay, I can help him with it. Since I have a sponsor and all that, he said he's going to get back to me. He reached out and he told me he's ready now. He said, what's the price for the visa? I messaged the sponsor directly and he told me the price for the visa was 6 million naira.
After you gave him the charges for that work visa, how much did he pay?
He paid 3 million down payment.
And he was supposed to deliver the remaining 3 million naira after you have delivered your own end of the bargain. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, good. Going by the narrative he gave, after he paid you that 3 million naira, what he got was a ready-to-print visa. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so what now happened to that ready-to-print that you sent to him that he is alleging to be fake?
What happened is that immediately that visa came, I told him that he's going to pay balance. Immediately, visa is ready to print because when the visa is ready to print, they don't take even 72 hours or 42 hours. It's a long time for them to wait for their balance. So immediately the visa came out, I told him that the balance should be applicable. Immediately immediately the visa is ready to print. I told him that your visa is ready to print too. You need to pay the sponsor now. He said, okay, no problem. He's going to pay the balance. I said, okay, fine. I'll be waiting for your balance. 3 days after, you reach out and tell me that how can I be so sure that this is my visa? I said, that's not the question. The question is your visa is ready to print. When are you going to print out your visa? He said, what we discussed is when the visa is ready to print, he's going to check it and all that. Yes, your visa is ready. You can't check it now until the balance is out.
You are the expert.
Yes.
To the layman now, what is your own understanding of ready to print?
His visa approval and all that, yes.
It means the visa has been approved, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct, in your own understanding. So it means that that visa that you sent to him that indicated ready to print, that visa has been approved in the name of Owsekun Elijah. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So what happened to him doing his own investigation and it actually revealed that that visa was not in his name and the visa happens to be fake?
Like I told you, there was nothing like that. When he came out to foreign visa, the visa is still on his system. It's still on his page. After the balance of the payment of that visa, the cross will be removed where he can check with his passport.
If he comes into the country with a higher visa,
Yeah.
the day he is exiting the country, it will indicate that he already left the country. Are you with
Yes.
me?
Yes.
So, but what I'm trying to tell you is that going by our discussion now, the ready to print, from what you have explained, which indicates that that visa had been approved in the name of the person you are doing the processing for, or the sponsor is doing the processing for. What I am telling you is that this person did his investigation. You know, there is a place you can check to verify the authenticity of the visa, and it did not reflect in his own name.
When the visa was approved, he was supposed to bring out his passport details, but his passport details was not bring out because of the clause. A problem was on his passport, which I sent to him. When the sponsor verified the problem, I let him understand that there was a problem on his passport. That's why you cannot verify with your passport yet until you complete the payment.
Okay, what's the problem on the passport?
The sponsor are the one who can answer those questions because that was what he told me.
You are the one that is the expert, and you are the one that has been in talks with the sponsor directly.
Yes.
And I'm asking you, you said his passport has issues. And I'm asking you, what exactly is the issue with that passport that you are saying it hindered the progress of the visa that you once claimed had been approved?
Like I told you, there was a visa on his passport before, which needs to be cleared out, which was the tourist visa, which was occupying the space of the passport verification portal for him, which was supposed to move out where if he had paid the balance, which I told him is like a clause on the system which needs to be verified. He came with a tourist visa. I don't know what problem him and immigration had, but that was what the immigration sponsor told me, and it was true because when he went to the immigration to solve it, the passport was showing his passport number, and I sent him the confirmation for him to know that.
That's for the first 3 million naira. It's for the first application. Now, what happened to the second 3 million naira that he paid you for this same visa process? And after he paid you, you provided another ready to print visa. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so what now happened to that second ready to print visa that you provided?
The same story he brought up again at the first time that he was complaining that he cannot check, which I told him that you cannot check until you complete your full balance.
But why is it the same thing? Because you know, in the first one, you said that was what happened before the agent went to the immigration office to go and clear it.
No, he has not done that. He has not. I told you after the balance for that one has been made, those clause and the problem will be removed and the visa will show the way he wanted it to be. But he refused to pay for the 4 months. It was just back and forth story. I will get the money, I will do this, I'm working on this. The visa expired, and even the sponsor was very mad.
Was it the same sponsor you used for the first one that you used for the second ready to print visa?
No, I told you I already lose connection with that first one. After the second one came in, I said what we can do is get another visa. I said okay, no problem.
Before you move on, what you are saying now is that the first 3 million naira, it cannot be recovered.
Never.
How?
I told you I lose the sponsor.
You paid a sponsor to provide you a work visa. That work visa, you said there was a clause in your language based on the fact that this particular applicant had entered the country through Aya visa before, right? Now, they went to do it to clear the clause.
The last one was when they cleared it.
Now, how does that now becomes the fault of the person that paid you to do application for him? That you are now saying that the 6 million naira the person gave you has automatically gone.
Hold on, that's what I'm trying to make you understand. First one, he reached out to me after 4 months and he said he already got the balance. That is it possible for him to still get the visa? I said no, let me ask the sponsor if it's possible. The sponsor said no, it's not possible anymore. That he does not even want to have anything to do with it. I should go away. Okay,
so now the second one too, after everything, who between the two sponsors cleared that clause that you talked about?
The second one, not on the first payment. He collected the second payment and this brother could not pay the balance immediately he requested for his balance, and which means he cancelled the visa and transferred it to someone else after 1 month of waiting.
Before we move to that third application, the second application, this second sponsor received 3 million naira, going by what you have said, and he was supposed to use that 3 million naira to process a Qatar work visa for Mr. Owsekun. That particular 3 million naira that he received, you said he was able to process the work visa till he got to ready to print. What you are saying now is that after that ready to print, he was supposed to pay the balance of 3 million naira. Okay, so now from your own understanding of ready to print, once a visa gets to ready to print, how long will it take an applicant to provide whatever balance requested by the sponsor or the agent?
24 hours, maximum is 48 hours. If it's your friend, maybe 72 hours, maximum. Anything more than that, nobody is going to listen to you. No story, nothing you want to tell them. They will cancel the visa.
You specified this to him from the beginning, is that correct?
Yeah, it was very clear. I told him you have to have your balance.
Now, what is the validity on that visa that the sponsor applied on behalf of Mr. Owsekun?
3 months for them to use.
Okay, so now
staying in the country.
Okay, so what you are saying is that despite the fact that there's a validity period of 3 months on that visa, you are saying that if the sponsor did not get the balance of his payments, the sponsor will automatically cancel the visa despite it having a validity of 3 months.
I'm telling you, within a maximum of 1 week, let's just say 1 week, depending on the kind of relationship you two have.
Despite the fact that there's a validity period of 3 months.
That does not apply with them.
Now, what now happened to the last 3 million naira that he gave you for you to do another processing?
Second one, I told him the way he's behaving, I don't want to deal with him again.
Who is that? Are you saying the sponsor or Mr. Owsekun?
Mr. Owsekun.
When you said he started speaking to you in a manner that you did not like,
yes.
At that point, how much has he given you?
That was 6 million.
Okay, so now, how would you feel that you gave somebody 6 million naira and that person had already promised you heaven and earth that it is a guaranteed visa? How would you feel parting away with such an amount, because he said he sold 2 cars to raise the money he gave you? How would you feel that despite doing all this, nothing materialized till the agent gave you?
I told him about when applying for Qatar visa, the money must be complete. It's not a matter of please, they will not listen to you.
And so what you are saying is that once that person did not now pay the balance within 24 hours that you specified, or maybe maximum 1 week, and the validity on that visa is still on, the sponsor will cancel the visa and automatically the money you had paid becomes forfeited.
Yeah, that's the power of the sponsor.
Okay, let's move on now. The 3 million, the last 3 million that made it 9 million. What now happened to that one?
Like I told you, after the sponsors find out that the same guy, after I gave him the passport for him to reapply for him, said, okay, let him go and bring 3 million naira. I said, okay, that's fine. I told him the same thing. I told him it was the same sponsor who cancelled the visa. I told him the sponsor was the one who told me to collect it from me, that he's going to just overlook the first one because he was the one who cancelled it and the visa out to someone else. So he told me, I just tell him to bring the 3 million, I was going to give him the visa. So after I sent him that 3 million, he got the visa to ready to print. So for him to print out the visa, he insisted that he wants salary certificate, that Mr. Elijah should pay him.
Okay, salary certificate and QID.
Yeah, before he comes into the country, which was not part of our discussion from the start.
How much was that?
That was around 3 million naira.
So now where I'm going is that this person now, Mr. Owsekun, Elijah, is accusing you, Mr. Temitope Emmanuel, of defrauding him, and he said he has requested for a refund of his money. So what happened? Will he be the one to suffer the loss based on what you have explained? Why is he here to get a refund?
Like I told you in our conversation, I told you that I will not be responsible for any losses that comes from the late payment. I've already made it clear to you. Because when the sponsor was asking for extra money, I said, no, we are not doing it again with this sponsor. I feel like this guy wants to keep extorting us. So I hold on, I said, no, we are not doing this anymore.
Mr. Temitope, so after you had confirmed that that sponsor was all out to extort you people, the sponsor that you engaged to do the processing of the visa, now, how is that the fault of Mr. Owsekun?
It is not because he paid late payments, because the sponsor was able to use that as an excuse or not.
So because the sponsor cancelled the visa, that visa that you said can be sold to another person, I mean that slot that you said can be sold to another person, automatically the money the sponsor collected is it won't refund it. That's what you're saying.
I'm telling you, there's no how I can fight it myself. I wish I could, but there's nothing I can do.
Is there a way we could contact the sponsor to validate what you have said?
Which of them?
The two sponsors, we would like to speak with them. Can we have their number so we can contact them directly?
I will see what I can do with that, but I can't promise you I can give you my sponsor's number.
Why? Why? For transparency, for us to believe what you have said, let us contact them. We want their full names, we want their company, and we also want their numbers. Because from what you are saying, you also observe that it's all out to extort you.
Yeah, but apart from that, there's nothing you can do to sponsor in Qatar. Qatar gave them all the power. I can't release my sponsor's number because I don't want problem from them.